G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for some more Albion Online. In this video I'm going to be talking about gearing and classes in this game and exactly how they work. So in Albion Online, there are no hard set classes. You're not locked into a class, there's no class changing or anything like that. All skills are provided by gear, and skills are applied on gear at the form of... G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for some more Albion Online. In this video I'm going to talk a bit about gear and classes in this game and exactly how they work. So, gear is... G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for some more Albion Online. In this video I'm going to talk about gear and classes in this game and exactly how they work. So there are no classes in Albion Online, there's no hard set classes. All abilities are provided by your gear that you're actually wearing. So if I take off my bow just now, I'll actually lose all of the bow related abilities. If I take off my chest, I lose the abilities that are associated with my chest, and so on and so forth. You can change your ability set at any time essentially by just changing gear. So if I change to the spellcasting staff, oh, lo and behold, I'm now a spellcaster. So all of the actual skills are associated with the gear. These skills are applied on gear when you actually craft the item, and most items are crafted, or when the item actually drops. Some items will drop from humanoid enemies, so if you see a guy using a bow, there's a chance he can drop a bow of his relevant tier. So if he's a tier 5 enemy, he can drop a tier 5 bow, and that's how I found out some of my gear before our guild got to the point where they were able to craft those items. So you can see here, if we take a look at our guild map, you can see that we have some tier 4 buildings, we have some tier 3 buildings, and this kind of represents our overall guild advancement, and that sort of dictates the level of gear that we can craft. Now, gear skills change depending on items. More skills become available as you progress, and different item types have different skills available to them. So a spear is going to have different skills to a bow, even though they're both considered under kind of like the loose class area of being a ranger or being a hunter. So let's go ahead and craft a bow just here, and I'll show you how these skills are sort of formed. The bow has 4 slots here, and this sort of tier of weapon just here essentially has 3 skills that I can provide, so I could just basically only get to select the order in which they're put on this bow. There's not really too many choices here. If I do go ahead and craft something like a chest armor though, I get the choice between taking a self-heal or taking like a kind of a berserker buff. So you get some choices sometimes between the actual skill you take. So let's go ahead and craft a bow just here. I'll take each of these 3 skills, and I get to select the passive. As an archer, I really want decreased threat on enemies so that I'm not drawing aggro in PvE, but maybe if I was in PvP, I might take something like reduced setback or increased range of my auto attacks. Those are going to be more useful. So let's go ahead and craft this just here. I can pay silver and craft this bow. It is a bit expensive, but gear does take a bit of investment, and it is like the majority of the focus of the game. Since classes are entirely dependent on gear, gear is quite the investment to be able to craft and create. So now when you craft gear, it can be multiple quality tiers. Most quality bonuses, so this is a non-quality bow just here, it's basically baseline. Some quality bonuses just give you a little bit of extra attack damage, but if we take a look at something here like boots, this is a masterwork quality, and it's given also increased resistances. But if I go up to an epic quality, which is a higher quality than that, we start to get some extra bonuses like move speed. This epic quality helmet I crafted had cooldown reduction, and there's other bonuses depending on the item type as well. So that covers like the basics of gear. You progress up through the different tiers by harvesting different tier resources, refining different tiers of those resources, and then crafting them into different tiers of gear. And that allows you to progress in some areas of skill and also in passive effects. Now, in terms of actual, in terms of how you actually dictate what you can actually wear, this is all managed by the Destiny board. So although you don't have any classes, you do have to use gear and practice in gear in order to be able to wear higher tiers of that gear. So although I am free, there's nothing stopping me from switching to a spellcaster right now. I can simply put this staff on and I become a spellcaster. I'm not going to be able to equip tier 3 and tier 4 gear in spellcaster because I have no reputation, or I have no experience in that. So the Destiny board dictates the maximum power level of your character in each of these different areas. So if you do want to be able to switch classes on the fly and fill different roles, then you are going to need to do some work in each of those different areas. So as you can see here, we have 3 broad areas. So this is just the fighter tree just here on the Destiny board. Everything else is like crafting or refining or farming. This area here is the fighter area of the tree, and we have 3 areas within that. This is warrior, we have ranger, and then we have mage. So within each of these, you know, you use a bow for a little while, and you'll unlock Journeyman Ranger, and you'll be able to start defining further how your character goes. So this gives you access to leather armor and higher tiers of leather armor as you progress. So initially you just need to wear some leather armor to progress into being more adept in leather armor and being able to wear adept tier leather armor. And then you need to wear adept tier leather armor in order to progress further beyond that. So we can see I need to actually wear the specific item types beyond that. So it gets harder as you progress because you need to make sure I'm not just wearing some piece of leather armor, I need to be wearing all of them. And it's the same sort of deal happens with weapons. So here I used a bow enough to become an adept bowman to be able to equip adept tier bows. To progress beyond that, I'm going to need to kill enemies with my adept tier bow to be able to unlock war bows, and then I can progress further and down there, and you can see how it splits out even further, and you get access to things like longbows as well. Now, if I were to instead switch to spears now, I would need to go back a tier. I have a spear. I don't actually have a spear. If I'm considering the idea of switching to spears, I'll need to drop back a tier to start using spears and to start farming up a little bit further in there. Now there's also a lot of freedom in terms of how you build your character as well, because you can actually cross-class basically as much as you want. There's no reason why I can't wear leather armor and be a spellcaster, or wear cloth armor and use a bow. There's no reason why I can't do any of that. The only sort of like small difficulty you're going to have is getting that initial class investment. So for example, spears I can use in one hand, which opens up the opportunity of me using a shield. Now spears are under the hunter tree, but if I want to kind of become like a warrior spear user, what I'll need to do is for a while is train with a sword to sort of unlock the ability to become a journeyman warrior, and after that I can ditch my sword for my spear, continue training in here, and pick up a shield. And I can either pick up some heavy armor, or I can continue wearing my leather armor if I prefer. But I can go shield, spear, and leather armor if I want to sort of branch down into each of the areas. So although there's no classes, there are these kind of loose grouping of areas, and the further you go down, the more defined your build will become. And you kind of create your build based on the combination of skills you select on gear, the actual gear that you use, and the combination of things from different trees to create essentially your character's build the exact way you want to play. It gives you a lot of freedom, and I really like the idea that you can do something like this. I can be, sure, I'm a ranger and I'm using a spear, but hey, I also have decided that I want to invest in wearing plate armor and a shield because I want to be a tanky spear user. So I really quite like that idea. It's an interesting system. Pretty simple on the surface in that, it's just like the skills are just on the gear, but it does allow quite a bit of flexibility and customization. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions about how this works, feel free to ask me. That's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching. Oh, I'm streaming! I'm streaming! I did not realize I was streaming, guys. Let me switch on over here. Oh my god. Ziggy is streaming on accident. Yeah, I was recording a video, guys. I thought I'll just jump on and record a quick video for some Albion Online. You guys got some behind the scenes action just there. Well, I'll have to cut this from the stream VOD then. Well, thanks for the... I saw a host over in chat and I'm like, what the hell? Well, there you guys. I wasn't planning on streaming today. I'm taking today off to make some videos. But I guess I'll pop on and say hello anyway. You got a free preview of the video. You probably got to see a few different takes there. I did it mostly in one take though, didn't I? Not bad. Not bad. That was one take. I restarted at the start a couple times because I botched up my sentences at the start. But yeah, that was a video. That was me trying to record a video. It's because OBS has like different profiles, and I was stuck in my streaming profile. Well, sorry guys, I didn't mean to get your hopes up for a stream. I didn't plan on streaming today, but That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you guys got a sneak taste, a sneak preview of the upcoming video. You only restarted once, so it was good. Thank you. Well, thank you guys. Usually I edit that out, and you guys only see the perfect part of Ziggy. I did okay though. I think I did okay. Let's see. I gotta scroll back up through the chat and see people noticing. Where did this start just here? Okay. It's like randomly had stream window open in background while listening to music. It's like this behind the scenes of him making his YouTube videos. I don't know if he knows who's streaming it. Just tweeted him. Yep, your status says Heroes of the Storm. Well guys. Sorry for the misleading stream, but I guess thanks for tuning in for the video recording. If you missed the start, you can catch it on YouTube or something. I'm gonna go and finish this this video editing. Please put this on YouTube. I'll save this as a highlight of me accidentally streaming a video recording. How about that? Alrighty guys, that's actually it for now. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for an actual proper stream. Also, because I'm like streaming an Albion video recording while I'm in Heroes of the Storm and my title says no stream today. Oh my god. Alrighty guys. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. That was pretty funny.